Okay, so we do modeling because we want to predict reality. So what we want to be able to simulate in a computer something that people otherwise measure or that is part of our everyday experience. And this can range over a very broad range of activity. So on the one hand, we can model, for instance, whether a drug is going to be effective to cure a particular disease, or, as in the case of CHARME, whether a particular material is going to be able to be used in an engine of a rocket to go on the European Space Station, for instance, or just in a normal airplane that is going to bring us every day to different parts of the world. So the question why we do modeling in the development of a technology. Essentially, the reason is that if you take the case of CHARME, where we want to design new materials for rockets, for sending satellite and maybe humans in space, these are materials that have to withstand a very extreme condition. For instance, in the inside of a rocket, the temperature reaches 3,000 degrees, pressure are extremely high. And then when the rocket is in space, there are conditions that of course cannot be replicated on Earth, because there is no atmosphere, the gravity is different and all that. So the rationale is we need to be able to simulate material in these extreme conditions that otherwise are impossible or very, very difficult to reproduce on Earth. And there are a lot of examples where the pure characterization and the pure knowledge of material under this extreme condition has affected dramatically an outcome. For instance, people might remember that some years ago, in one of the space shuttle mission, a space shuttle exploded in air just a few minutes from takeoff, and the reason was there was a crack in the tank keeping some of the fuel. And what was not known was that under that condition of extremely low temperature, the tank was cracking and essentially was leaking out fuel. So it is very important to be able to predict these events at the best of our knowledge, so that we can avoid enormous failure, but in fact, most importantly, is that we can optimize the materials for the best outcome.